Today on Andrea's Country Home Cooking, I'm going to be bringing you some Super Bowl snacks for your Super Bowl party. Now, I wanted to make it feel like a Super Bowl party house. The problem is we're not really Super Bowl people, but we like to celebrate the Super Bowl because you get to eat junk food on a Sunday night. Doesn't get much better than that. So the problem is I didn't have any jerseys, nothing sports except a Nerf football. So folks, here it is. NFL snacks with a Nerf football. Sorry, that's all that we have in this house. So let's start with the first snack that we're going to do. So what I did is popped a bag of Amish cheddar cheese popcorn. It's already popped. Stick it in for 2.5 minutes. And it's already cheesy. Hello, delicious popcorn. So, if you get unexpected guests for the Super Bowl party, this is something that is like super fast. Obviously, I guess if you're going to get guests, you would know it. But if you have somebody that's going to swing on in and you don't know it, this is a great recipe to do. Everybody's got a bag of popcorn. So you pop your popcorn, and then I have about two cups of cabbage cheese that we are going to melt in the microwave, and I'll show you what to do with it. Just melted our cheese in the microwave for approximately 1 minute. At the 30 seconds, I stopped and I stirred it good. Now you don't want to throw the whole thing in. You kind of just want to drizzle it over real lightly, because if you dump the whole thing in, you're just going to have one big blob of cheese. You're going to take your spoon and you're going to get it all stirred around without flopping it on the floor. So use a bigger bowl because you're definitely going to need it. Alright, I'm going to get the rest, get a fork, and just drizzle it. This is Cabot Extra Sharp. You can use Seriously Sharp. You can use butter popcorn, any kind of flavored popcorn you really want. You can put like Cajun seasoning on top of it. There's so many different things you can do with this, and this is just something easy and quick, because who doesn't like to sit in front of the TV and munch on some popcorn? That's cheese on cheese. Alright, there's the rest of our cheese for our popcorn. We're going to take a spoon. We're going to stir it some more. And once this sets, you get bites of popcorn with these like pieces of cheese, and it is to die for. So I think that looks great. I'm going to give it a whirl. Now you can let it sit for a little bit. That's the beauty of this. Even when it gets room temp, it still tastes amazing. Look at that. Oh yeah. This is sure to be a hit for your Super Bowl party. And look how easy that was. We're going to do another recipe. Sorry. Mom always said don't chew with your mouth full. My bad. Alright, next one we're going to do is going to be garlic ranch pretzels. Next up on our Super Bowl Sunday snacks is homemade garlic ranch pretzels. This is a very easy, simple recipe too. So you're going to start with wedge broken pretzel bites. And they're like the thicker ones. Now, let me dump these in here so you can. You don't have to use these kind of pretzels. You can use the smaller ones. You can use the sticks. You can use whatever kind of pretzels you want. I know some people can't have pretzels because of their teeth. We like the bites, kind of like the crispiness of it. You get it all through your pretzels. So we like the bites, but you can use whatever kind of pretzels you want. Dump it in like a deeper pan because you're going to be stirring it. So I just I'll use a little tiny roaster. I have a half a cup of oil we're going to drizzle over top of the pretzels. This is so all the seasoning will stick to your pretzels when they bake. Next, very important, is the ranch seasoning. This is 1/4 cup of ranch seasoning. You can buy a packet of Hidden Valley Ranch too, or I buy it by the bulk from the Amish. So this is what I use, and just like 1/4 cup. Next up, you're going to do a little bit of lemon juice, half a teaspoon. These pretzels have been in my family for years. My mom used to make these for my dad all the time. And then when I started dating my husband now, he has grown to love them. So it's really nice for like Valentine's Day, for birthdays, anything special to make these for your man, because these are amazing. So next up, we're going to do a half a teaspoon of oregano. Just sprinkle that all over. And then we're going to do a half a teaspoon of garlic powder or garlic salt, whatever you have on hand. And next is dill weed. If you don't have dill weed, I found this in the seasoning section in Wegmans, which I had some, but I ran out because I tried to make these pretty often. Usually when we go to our cabin over the summer, these were always here, and there's like never any leftovers because this is a pretty big hit with the family. You take a spoon, you're going to stir all the seasoning in really, really good. When these bake, oh, they smell so good because you can smell the ranch dressing. So just make sure when you're stirring them, you're going to get the oil really good and mixed up in here. I'm telling you, if you make these for your Super Bowl party or any party, they're going to be good. I think they smell so good that my 108-pound black lab is coming over to check things out if he smells them. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to pop these bad boys into the oven at 350 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes. And then we will be back to show you what they look like after they're baked. So our pretzels are in the oven. They're baking. About halfway through I stirred them. It's smelling amazing in here. Next we're going to start on pepperoni pinwheels. Another great thing for your Super Bowl party. Everybody's guaranteed to love it. First we're going to start with half a cup of sliced pepperoni. What I did is I just bought regular pepperoni and I chopped it up real good. Then we are going to add mozzarella cheese, half a cup to 3/4 cup depending on how much you like cheese. You can always switch it up if you want, if you prefer like a different kind of cheese, but we're kind of going for the pizza feel here. Next, we're going to use 1 egg yolk. Dump that in. This is going to help everything to stick together. And finally, a little bit of oregano. About like a half a teaspoon or you judge. Just shake a little bit in there. And we're going to stir it up really good. Now, next to me, I have Pillsbury crescent rolls. I have them all out, ready to go. There's going to be 4 rectangles when you cut them up. And you want to separate them because we're going to do 4 different rolls. And you should have about maybe like 2 dozen of these by the time you're done. Make sure you get the egg good and mixed up. It's looking really good. Definitely reminds you of pizza. It's smelling so good in here. I was saying to my husband, it smells like when you're in high school and you used to make the Chex Mix. That's what the pretzels smell like when they're cooking. The house smells really good, like garlic ranchy. Alright, so our mixture is ready for our pepperoni pinwheels. We're going to slide this over here, but first what we're going to do is we're going to take our cooking spray and spray cooking sheet so they don't stick. Light spray, have that there, so ready to put them on the tray. Our oven is preheated to 350 because our pretzels are in cooking, and these are going to cook for the same amount of time. So now you're going to take your filling and you're going to place them on your rolls. You want to leave a little bit of a gap so when you roll them up your stuff's not falling out. Make sure that you do all these evenly. And these are so cute. I don't know if you guys seen my episode of ham and cheese spirals, but it's kind of similar, except they're pizza based and they're amazing. And you can find both of these recipes in my cookbook, also under appetizers. Now that I have my filling all spread out evenly, we're going to roll these up jelly roll style. Make sure you do it tight. You're going to use your short end first. Roll it up real tight. Take your hand, smash it so it stays tight, and just kind of cup the ends of it. Alright, so there's one. We're going to continue to do this to the rest of these. You can pause it, honey. Now that we have all 4 of them rolled up, they look like tiny little egg rolls. All nice and tight. Like I said, tuck the edges in as best you can. If a little bit of meat and cheese is coming out, it's okay. So next what we're going to do is we are going to cut these into slices. Now you should get maybe like 5 to 6 each roll. And then this is what they're going to look like. Place them on your cookie sheet, maybe like a ½ inch apart. And by the way, my husband cannot stop picking at the popcorn that's sitting behind him. It's that good, guys. I'm telling you, these snacks are going to be a hit for your Super Bowl party. What I love about these Pepperoni Pinwheels is you totally could prep this for the day before. You could make these, put them on your cookie sheet so they're ready to go, and then bake them whenever your party's ready to start, or if you want to wait till halftime, or whenever you guys get out the snacks. I know we usually try to like order pizza and have some snacks. Sunday nights is a really fun night for us. It's our family night. So we usually like sit and eat in the living room. That's a really special time for us because, you know, during the week we sit at the table, we talk about our day. That's our thing. And I think that's really important. We need to talk to our kids, see what's going on in their life. No phones, just you and your kids around the table. So if I can do that and bring you guys easy stuff to be able to sit around the table, then I'm doing my job. So for Sunday nights, sitting in the living room is a treat because we don't do that. So for Super Bowl Sunday, we don't usually buy food, so it's like, okay, Super Bowl Sunday, we get to sit. I couldn't even tell you what team is actually going to the playoffs. I have no idea. I know Green Bay was close to winning. Don't know if they did or not. Only know that because my uncle is a big fan and I know he was going to watch it last Sunday. So that's the only reason why I know. But having snacks on a Sunday night, if you have friends over, it's just a fun excuse to have company, to have junk food, and to make good food and good snacks. Look at these. Aren't they adorable? So we're going to pop these in the oven, 350 for about 15 minutes. So guys, my apologies. I forgot to wash these with egg whites so the tops kind of get nice and crispy. So when you do your egg yolk, save your egg white in a Pyrex bowl, get a brush, and skim the top before you bake these. Our pepperoni pinwheels are all done and baked. They were in the oven for 15 minutes. I let them cool a little bit before I put them on a serving platter. It smells like a pizza shop in here. I cannot wait to try these. So we have our cheesy popcorn, our garlic ranch pretzels, and our pepperoni pinwheels. And I like to bring my husband in, Chris, who does everything behind the scenes. He tapes me, he does all the editing. And this is my husband.
Hello.
He requested the garlic pretzels to be in this episode because he loves these. So take a bite, tell me what you think.
Mmm. Delicious.
And they're still warm. We like the little tiny crispy ones, they're so good. The oil gets them all over with the seasoning, so whatever size pretzel you use, you're going to love these. You're probably not going to have any leftovers for your party. And I cannot wait to try these. How about you?
I'm excited.
Mmm. It's literally like eating a bite of pizza. It's so good.
A bite? It's like a whole pizza in one.
So good. So, recipes for all this is in my cookbook, andrewscountryhomecooking.com. You can find more recipes like this. I hope that you enjoy all these snacks, and better yet, I hope your team wins the Super Bowl. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.
See ya. These things are wonderful.